Alright. Ask Reddit thread. What is something everyone should say no to? Multi-level marketing schemes. But I could practically be my own boss in 6 months. I have unlimited growth potential. Only 36 easy payments of $19.95 to own my own business. Or the upfront cost of $500. Get your credit card and don't look our company online. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's a reverse funnel system. Turn it upside down. Turns it. Ah, shit. Oh, it's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Funny thing is, when they bought out of the pyramid scheme, someone they had signed up underneath them had signed up a crap ton of other people underneath them, so if they just stayed in, they actually would have made a lot of money. Made that mistake. Care to share your experience? I posted this story a while back. Seems relevant. I'm so tempted to click on this. I almost got sucked into Amway. Luckily for me, I'm the type of person to do a lot of research before paying a lot of money. $200 is a lot for me when I was just out of high school. Okay, well, it still kinda is. My friend is completely brainwashed by Amway. It's sad. He thinks he's gonna be a millionaire in a couple of years. Real tired of seeing this shit on Facebook sell sites. Call them out every time I see them, hoping somebody else doesn't fall for their shit. One woman argued with me for about an hour how her door-to-door dildo selling wasn't a scheme, and her main point was that you can't move up in a pyramid scheme, which she supposedly had. Oh, another one. Pyramid schemes. Hard to spot sometimes. They usually don't come right out and say, hey, want to join my pyramid scheme? I'm in my 20s and just attract these people wherever I go. Never accept anyone's invitation to go to someone's apartment for a presentation or to learn about the business they are starting, for starters. Okay, if you are asked to drive after you have been drinking. K2, synthetic weed. Had a mate spiked with some spikes the other day, saying it was a spliff. He went nuts for 3 hours and managed to dislocate his shoulder somehow. Fuck that stuff. What? Hey, you want to go see Pixels? Damn it, man. I love Pixels. Is there something that I'm missing about it other than Adam Sandler's sex circle jerk? Here's what you're missing. The main issue with it, after Adam Sandler, is that it treats gamers like a cash cow commodity. They're saying only gamers can save the world, when really, anyone with even passing knowledge of video games would know how to do the things needed to save the day in that film. If the movie had actually required interesting and or in-depth tactics from a variety of video games, it would have been interesting, but it doesn't, and so it isn't. As a non-gamer, let me say you've got to be fucking kidding me. About the movie or comment, I found the comment to be spot on. This is why I will not watch it. Thought from the trailers looked like an insult and cash grab made by Sandler in order to make himself look cool with the gaming crowd. Looks like those suspicions were correct. Fuck this movie, shame on anyone who decided that it would be a good idea to make. Peter Dinklage, you were not hurting for money or fame. You were a Tyrion mother. I don't really want people to talk bad about Peter Dinklage. Pixels is clearly aiming for an advanced scrotal cancer kind of vibe. Cigarettes, a terrible, terrible decision. The worst decision of my life. Want to buy some death sticks? God, good thing they only cost $10 a pack. That's bargain suicide. I hate myself. I want to quit, but my day without a cigarette is hell. Fuck addiction. That would suck to be a smoker. Crocodile. The Scarfumoxy sweep is dangerous. Oh yeah, the drug. That's bad too. Oh wait, isn't Crocodile that, like, synthetic heroin that destroys your body? Let's see if these will load up. Hey, are you free this Saturday? It's a trap. They're asking you to help them move. I'm busy during the day, but I'm going to open later in the evening. Which club do you have in mind? Not all drugs, but probably heroin. Meth too. I have never seen or heard about that not turning into a life-trashing disaster. I know one guy who is now a serious alcoholic and still doing better than he did meth, saying being a tweaker was hell even when I was happy. I figure I'll got hooked when I'm comfortably retired. Too late to ruin my life, so may as well see what all the fuss is about. Definitely not too late. Tolerance builds fast, and it's a lot easier to burn through savings in a paycheck you have to work for. Even weed is too intense for me. I smoke a quarter gram and I am a kite. A kite doesn't sound intense to me. Like a lot of people, if I smoke too much, I become fidgety, paranoid mess. Taking one toke does the exact opposite though and saves a lot of cash. An update is available. Would you like to update Adobe Reader? Also, install the Yahoo toolbar. Install Unchecky to resolve this. I will automatically uncheck that shit for you. What? There's a program that will automatically uncheck all that crap? I had to update some programs today, and it was a pain in the ass having to be really careful to click no, I do not agree, no, on like 4 different offers before they would finally install the program. Helping someone cheat. Come on, if they cheat to be with you, they're perfectly capable of cheating on you. Plus, you're wrecking someone else's little world on the other side. At least have the decency to wait for them to break off a relationship they're bound to. Payday loans was a necessary evil when times were tough. The problem isn't necessarily that they exist, because they exist for very good reasons, but people can quickly get in over their head with money they can't make up, and those stores count on that. In their current state, I would advise against them at all cost. Yes, but it's not something everyone should say no to. Take a payday loan. I mean, I lose $200 and can't buy that new TV, or my car gets repossessed. I can't get to work, and if I lose my source of income... Whew. Oh, my mom. She's a big dummy. She got caught up in the payday loan. It's just it's a thing that gets poor people poorer by offering them money that they don't have to pay for until later. And that triggers something in their minds like, ooh, that's a problem for future me. Because present me has all this money that I didn't have before. So let's go spend it on stupid shit. So, say you're way past due on the gas bill and they're about to cut it off. You can't possibly pay it. It's nice outside, but if they cut it, you can't cook, so you have to start getting ready to heat dinners that you can make in the microwave. That's going to cost you a fortune in the long run, especially since you can't afford the electricity bill now and that's going to get cut off. The alternative is a payday loan. You know it costs a fortune, but so does not taking it. Even if you know you can't pay it back, it'll be at least 6 months before they start garnishing your wages. By then, it'll be too cold to legally cut your gas off. What would you do? They're absolutely awful, but sometimes you gotta do it. Watch the John Oliver segment. No, you should literally do anything else. Sell blood or something. Sugar-free gummy bears. Are those gross or something? A single flake of Pringles from a friend. Now that's a gateway drug if I've ever seen one. Bath salts. An engine flush from Jiffy Lube or any of those places. It is a scam, and the mechanics would never recommend it. I learned that the hard way. An engine flush? Making Internet Explorer their default browser. Extended warranty. Bought one with the last 2 cars I purchased and have come out ahead on both. But for a USB charger I get from Best Buy, hell no. Would you like to register your copy of WinRAR? Dare. Just say no to dare. It's the your penis will fall off if you have sex of the anti-drug world. The PSA is brought to you by someone who does not do drugs. I remember being in 8th grade and some idiot in Dare told me Kurt Cobain died of drug overdose. And this was right around my serious grunge phase. And I chewed the fuck out of her and got sent to detention. Wow, I just realized how fucked that is. At the time, I just thought it was funny that I upset them and my teacher that much. But now that I'm one of the weird anti-misinformants kick, that's pretty fucked. Okay. Meth. Crystal meth. You know, I was expecting to see a lot more meths on here. They're kind of at the bottom because that seems to be the... I don't know. I read one earlier that said meth too. Do you want to supersize that? That's what my wife says to me. Putting your dick in crazy. Letting crazy put its dick into you. Oh boy. Talked about this with someone today. Couldn't agree with you more. They are exes for a reason. Very good ones. Let's just say someone literally tried to burn my house down. Unpaid extra work, e.g. regularly pulling extra hours, coming in on the weekends to get more done. Occasionally it's probably necessary for many jobs, but if it becomes a regular thing, that's an issue with planning and time management. +1. If this is a regular thing, move on fast. They're either failing as a company or your supervisors do not respect you. Neither will get you ahead in life. What is the opposite of yes? When should you say no to? Oh, clever. More responsibility for the same amount of money. I disagree. If it looks better on your resume, then it will pay for itself. I took a team leader role for no extra pay. Now I'm a manager because I showed I could do it. I suppose it depends on the field and your own attitude to work too, but it's good to me. I disagree in some cases. If you don't work for a complete asshole or in a dead-end job, it's a great way to be noticed and considered for promotion. Worked for me. I actually volunteered to do it. Insurance in blackjack. Heroin. The ex wanting to hook up NSA. Amway, multi-level marketing, or buying anything from a friend/family member who is in multi-level marketing because you feel obligated. Gen Chem, Jehovah's Witnesses. I disagree. I had a pair of Jehovah's come to my house every other week. I talked to them like they're real people and told them straight up I don't believe what they believe. They said, that's okay, we just want to talk with the community. So we switched to science. One of them was really into astronomy and took pictures of the stars through a high-powered telescope. They came back every other week until I moved out. We had some great talks and they never tried to push the religion on me after I told them I wasn't interested. Same. My best friend is a JW. Known him since elementary school. No mention of it outside the occasional religious debates. Unfortunately, I think he told some of the JWs that go around town recruiting not to bother coming to my house anymore, which is too bad. They made nice cookies. Honest question. I'm not all trying to be a dick. Aren't they supposed to go around and try to convert people to their religion? So, like, if they come to your house and talk about astronomy or have a catch out front, aren't they wasting their time? I've never had any interaction with them coming over, so I'm just really curious. Everyone I know doesn't want to convert you. Their idea is that they have the answers if you have the questions. But if you like your faith, they leave you be. I don't really mind them. They aren't pushy like the jerks that try to get me to buy some stupid magazine subscription. Nicotine. Drinking and driving. The money for a cab aren't worth the risk. Even if you didn't cause the accident, it is still your fault if you were drunk. At least in my country. The Tories. Canada or UK? The what? Trying to achieve the dream of having a big ass home, new car, wife, kids, and whatever the image of a good life is. Just go what you want, not what everyone else is doing. The irony of this being that life everyone expects and aspires to turns out to be one which many people aren't suited to and don't enjoy. A lot of people just think this is how you're supposed to live your life. This is what you're supposed to get. And they don't give it a second thought. But that is what a lot of people want too, so I mean it's there for a reason. Whew, none of that shit appeals to me though. From all the drugs. Crocodile, it will eat you inside out. Ooh, crocodile. I'm pretty sure that's that Russian drug that's like heroin, but it destroys you. Cigarettes. Sex, a nasty, vile activity for heathens. Updating the Adobe Flash Player. Nah, you should say yes to the update. The no should come when you realize it auto-checked to install Mac free for you. A loud, boisterous, angry no. Well, I have to use Flash Player for a lot of the stuff I do. It's just... And usually if you don't update it, the sites that I go to just straight up don't work anymore. They tell you to update Adobe Flash Player. So you have to do it eventually. Unless, I don't know, maybe if you use Google Chrome you can avoid it completely. But I kind of prefer Firefox. Even though I use both of them. I read all this stuff on Chrome. If you're a maid buying more lemon pledge for your house, you clean. Scrotal lamination. Suicide. Crocodile. Wow. Crocodile 3 times on here. The fuck is crocodile and why is everyone telling me not to? It's a drug that eats away at your flesh. It's made with dangerous and toxic chemicals. Originated from Russia. Also, don't look at any pictures. The link is safe for work. No bad pics. Unless you have an iron stomach. Yeah, I've seen some of those pictures before. It is gross. Don't look it up. Say no to drugs. Stay in school. Vote. GoFund 2K. Okay. Well, there was a lot of talking about drugs and multi-level marketing. A lot of other stuff. Like payday loans. I thought it'd just be everyone having a circle jerk about crystal meth, really.